Kind of look at this as a new season, just a new start for everything.
Yes, I do. I feel like everything is 0-0. Everything is clear, so it doesn't really matter what happened earlier in the season or this past couple weeks. We're looking forward to this tournament and the next game.
You get excited for tournament play?
Yeah, just because I only played one game last year in the tournament.
Are there bragging rights with you and Breon about this upcoming game on Saturday?
Yeah. Big bragging rights. Well, not really, because I feel like we need more, but yeah, we've been talking about that game a lot.
Terquavion, obviously DJ and Jarkel's first experience in Greensboro. Have you all talked about what that might look like? Have you given them any advice on what that neutral site and what that tournament field is like?
Yeah, I told them everything how I felt last year. Great feeling, good vibes, good energy. It's better now because we're closer. I feel like last year we were in Brooklyn. So I gave them everything that I felt last year.
Is there more of an excitement for you going into this tournament, kind of given what the team has done in the regular season than maybe a year ago?
Yeah, that makes me more excited knowing that we have a better team, better people around, you know. Everything feels good and on the right track.
Could you win 4 games in 4 days?
Yeah.
How did you use the last few days? And you're not probably used to having all this time off at the end of the year.
Well, me personally, I was in here. I was in the gym working on my craft, getting better day by day. I also took rest too, so I kind of balanced the both well.
Do you guys have any pregame rituals that you're going to implement, or that you guys have been doing the last couple of weeks to get ready for this game or for this tournament?
I feel like we got a lot of personality, so everybody do their own thing, but it should be very loud from us. We got a lot of guys who like to sing out loud and stuff like that, so we do that a lot.
Who are some of the guys that like to sing?
DJ.
What does he say?
Anything, whatever in his headphones, he's gonna sing. All of the lyrics as well.
Is he any good?
Yeah, he's cool.
Have defenders changed the way they've kind of defended you the last 8 or 10 games? They've become more physical on you, and has that affected your shooting, you know?
No, I don't think it affected my shooting. I feel like all those games I took shots that I normally take, they just didn't go in, so that's just what it is. You know, you gotta have short memory with that type of stuff. So I feel like I'll be fine.
How have you guys you guys had so much swagger going, and then you lose the last 2 games before this break, despite, you know, playing well against Duke, but how did that kind of sit with you guys, kind of ending on a low note there?
I feel like we let that go. It's behind us. We're on to the tournament. I feel like this part of the season is the most important because the winner go home, so you don't want to have to go home. It's never a good feeling. So I feel like we moved past those last 2 games of the season.
Gee, you were part of the struggle last year. Now you play on a team that wins 22 games. Just how gratifying has that been for you to see such a dramatic turnaround from one year to the next?
It's brought nothing but joy to me. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to have the people that we have in the staff and players, all the way down to managers. I couldn't ask for anybody else to help me and teach me different things every day, and just wanted to be around me. So that transition from last year to this year has been great. I've been nothing but happy. So.
Terquavion, have you guys as players discussed any scenarios like we have to win 2 games, you know, to keep our season alive in Greensboro, or you guys just kind of play it how you're gonna play it?
I just think we take it 1 game at a time. Whoever up next, that's what we focus on. I feel like looking ahead could kind of mess you up in a lot of different ways. So coach always preaches take it 1 game at a time.
How much does it inspire you guys to see Jarkel do what he did at Duke? He limps off the floor. Coach said he wasn't sure he was going to even be able to come back in the game. And then he comes back in the game and scores 26 points. To what degree does that energize you guys?
That energizes us a lot. I feel like that shows a lot of character, shows a lot of leadership. So I feel like that's positive things, and that helps the team like know that we can do it. He's fighting through it, so fight with him, you know. So I feel like that for him to show us that means everything to us.
What do you remember about Virginia Tech, Notre Dame? You played them both. What do you remember about those games?
We won.
have you been putting, and you talk about short memory with your shot, but have you been doing anything extra or doing anything sticking with the usual, kind of how have you been approaching it?
Just getting reps in. I feel like it's a reputation thing when it comes to that. So just make sure I get my shots up at game speed. I feel like that's what it is. That's the most important thing to making shots in the game is doing game-like things or things that you would do in a game.
Have you seen your Farmville Central guys? What do you think about them this year?
Yeah, I went to the game last Saturday at South Garner, so I got to chop it up with them young boys.
Before last year, had you been to an ACC tournament game at all, or had you seen the tournament?
I watched, but that was my first one last year.
First one.
Thanks, Steve.
No problem.
Thanks, man.